Hey, how we doing, everybody? It is an absolutely beautiful day here in the Cheese Moon Workshop. Today we're outside here. There's old Monty the Cheesy Moon dog. He's out here hanging out with me today. Today I got 3 knives we're going to be working on. I got this here little Gesco, something, can't really tell. This little hawkbill wooden handles. I'm going to just use the Scotch-Brite belt to kind of clean that up a little bit. I have to reprofile this Colonial lock blade and try to clean it up a little bit. And I'm going to work on this Buck 119. This side of the knife doesn't look too bad. For some reason, the previous owner took the swedge or false edge and was grinding on it, trying to sharpen it, I guess. But it looks like they were using some sort of draw-through type sharpener, and they really kind of gouged up the tip. And you see serrations all down, if I get this to focus, serrations all down the edge of the blade from this rotating draw-through sharpener that really hacked it up. So I'm going to be working on cleaning those up. Belts are using. This company is fantastic. I'm trying to do this one-handed because I'm not trying to bring my stand out here. But this is like a Scotch-Brite type belts. And that's what I'm going to use for most of the cleanup. And then I have my other belts here for reprofiling. So I don't have a stand, so we're just going to check in a few minutes here and see what progress is. I'll just hit pause and we'll check in a few minutes. There's old Monty, the Cheesy Moon dog. Found him a patch of sun to set in. He's out here sunbathing. Okay, back to work. Okay, everybody, got a little too warm outside for me. So back inside here, got these knives somewhat squared away. You're going to hear the chair rattle a little bit so I can see if I'm in frame. Yes, I am. Okay, this was the Colonial lockback. It looks like they put some varnish or something over the bolsters here. I did put a little mother's polish on them, and they did shine up a little bit, but there's still this sort of discoloring. That's something I can continue to work on. But reprofile the blade. It was back pretty far, so the tip got a little thick, so I cut in a swedge on here to get me down to a nice fine point. And I think I got a usable edge on it. Nothing that a few passes on the old ceramic rod here. If y'all don't have one of these, go on Amazon and buy one. As you can see, it's supposed to be white, but I use it a lot. I swear by it. If your edge is even close, or you had a really good edge, and you've been slaying a lot of cardboard boxes or whatever, you run a few passes over one of these ceramic rods, and there you go, you're back in business. Hit it a few times on your Stephen Jeffries strop, and you got a decent working edge that will get you through just about whatever you need to. But that knife came out okay. There's some deep, you see this discoloration here, that's from the deep rust that was there. And But a little more cleaning up on this knife and it'll be just fine. Good solid lockup, no wobbles. There's some few dings in the, and it's really stiff. The lock is really stiff. And that's a little wolf on there. But so that knife came out fairly good. This little knife here, I'm going to do some research on it. Jesco, Gesco, made in Japan. The wood's in great shape. Love the look of that wood. Don't know what it is, but it also cleaned up pretty good. There's like no snap, but I think that's just years of rust, and with continued use it should straighten up. And I think I got a yeah, well, make a liar out of me. Yeah, workable edge on that. I don't want to go too crazy on an old knife, because sometimes you gotta let an old knife be an old knife. Right, Doc? So that knife came out okay. And then the other knife I worked on is over here behind me. This is the Buck 119 that I just had to sort of reprofile the swedge. There's still some deep gouges in there that I didn't want to spend all day trying to completely reprofile the swedge to get rid of those. This side cleaned up really nice. I have not worked on the edge other than trying to get all those deep gouges out of there. But it's sharp. I'll give it a couple runs down the ceramic here. Oh, sorry, I keep forgetting to try to stay in frame. These are great knives. I don't care what anybody says. Yep, that works for me. And again, we'll throw a couple passes on this Stephen Jeffries little strop here. The tip, the very tip, I didn't want to get too much in it, but it's still nice and pointy. But it's not the original tip. I don't know why, and I do know it's because they don't know any better, but people run their knives through those, the old Sears and Roebuck kitchen knife, a magic machine, and it just hacks away, or they put it on a grinding wheel in the garage. Yeah, that'll do, folks. So there you go. Move all my cheesy moon confetti out of the way. But I got the buck. Grind marks pretty much taken out of it and cleaned up. Got this Colonial cleaned up. And the old Gesco hawkbill. Those are my projects for today. Until I see you all again, please remember to like, subscribe, and above all, have a beautiful day.